Hello everybody, I'm Kathy.
Hi everyone, my name is Alex.
Hi Kate, it's Sarah. I just wanted to tell you a couple of things that I found interesting when you came to visit. One, Siberia, I always thought of snow and cold.
Cold.
Cold. Very cold. That's what I thought of. So I guess one of the first things I was very surprised about was that it's not cold all the time, and I was very surprised to find out that the weather is very much like ours here, except maybe you start in October with snow, where we don't really get snow till December, and it stays pretty warm here. So the climate was my biggest the biggest thing I found out that wasn't as different as I thought.
I realized Russia was really large, but when you were telling me from when you travel from place to place, sometimes it would take 8 hours for you to get to, say, from your school to your home village.
The next thing I found out about Russia that I didn't know was just that the young adults are on their own a lot quicker than like the 18 to 20-year-olds are in America. Some of the kids do go away to school, college here in America, but they usually come back for all the vacations and live at home in the summer again. And then once they graduate from college, they pretty much stay home for a few more years until they can get a good job and make enough money to pay their own rent. So I find that the Russian students are more independent than Americans. They seem to go out on their own and get their own place a lot quicker than American students do. They seem to be more responsible. Russians seem to be more responsible. They're not as lazy as some of the American students here. I think we as parents enable our children a lot more than the Russian parents do. They make their children more independent and able to live on their own and support themselves, and I think that's great. But the home is still always welcome in Russia and the United States, but the kids in America just seem to be lazy and very, very spoiled in some instances by their families and their parents. So I think the family structure in Russia is a little bit different than I expected. I didn't expect to find most students, 18 to 20-year-olds, living on their own.
You know, we have a different system here in America of how our government works, and in Russia, there's a very long history of your government and how it operates and how it works. And after talking to Kate a little bit about it, I thought it was interesting that that you guys kind of just accept it, and if it works for your country. I thought it was kind of cool and interesting to learn about and talk about with her, so that was really neat.
I just felt the whole experience, I wasn't open to having somebody from another country stay with me because I was a little unsure and afraid of how we could communicate and would our differences be that big. And through this whole experience, I found that we're all human beings with the same kind of needs and wants. We want to be loved. We want the comfort of our families. We want to be independent, but yet we want to have somebody in our lives to help us in our time of need, and that people, no matter where we live or where we're from, that our basic needs and wants are all the same. All the values are pretty much the same. And that was a big learning experience for me because I guess I expected different. I don't know why, but from what I learned is we're all the same and we're all human beings no matter what culture we're from. And I thought that was really cool to learn all that.
And we learned some Russian, millennia, that is raspberries.
Otis, what are your thoughts on Russia? Otis. Otis Atkinson. Otis, come here. Tell Kate. Where's Kate? What are your thoughts on Russia? Oh, do you have any thoughts? You don't have any thoughts? Really? No thoughts on Russia. Do you miss Kate? Do you miss Kate? Yes, I think you do, because that's a really sad face. So, Kate, I'd say Otis does miss you. And his thoughts on Russia are that he wants you to come back to America. Okay, bye.